So I've been asked to pull a 2-minute video together sharing a story of where I've learnt something in my life that was both impactful and meaningful. And I have to say, this is probably the most difficult video I've ever had to record because I am learning every day and from people every day. The very first and earliest lesson I learnt was from my stepfather. So he told me that I was a nobody and that I would always be a nobody, and actually taught me about fear. The fear of failure and the fear of actually proving him right. So I have spent every day of my life since trying to prove him wrong, and for that I'm thankful. The second biggest lesson I learned was from a gentleman called Nick Vujicic. I hope I've pronounced that right, but he was born without arms and legs, and you have to Google him. His speeches are just so powerful, and he taught me not to focus on the things that I don't have or I can't have, but actually focus on the things that I do have and be thankful for them. And for that, yeah, thanks, Nick. The third thing is NLP. So I ended up being very interested in NLP, and it taught me this particular thing. It taught me lots of things, but this particular thing I love. So it isn't the fact that my cup is half full, because it is. It was more around the longer you hold on to something, the more impact that would have on you, the more it would feel uncomfortable, the heavier that this is going to weigh. NLP tools, techniques taught me how to put the glass down, how to deal with something head on, how to meet that fear and just do it. And so that was a massive lesson learned from NLP. The final one that I want to share with you is psychometric profiling tests. So this stuff has interested me all of my life, and I think I've pretty much completed every single one. And they tell me relatively the same thing every single time. But what it has told me, the biggest lesson from those learnings, is that we are different. And I now know a bit better about me and how I operate and the way that I behave. But it also has highlighted to me that other people are different and they operate differently. So the lesson for me was around acceptance. It was accepting that people are different. We can't change other people, but what we can do is adapt our approach so that we can get the best out of that relationship and that interaction. So for those of you that know me, asking me to do something short and in 2 minutes, of course it's taken me a little bit longer, but that's my little clip, hopefully sharing some of the biggest things, the biggest learns in my life so far.